what it is, Tubies. Ryan Anthony, man. Talk about last night, man. Devin and Vasily Lomachenko. Shout out to Chantel Cameron, man. She defeated Katie Taylor. Which I was wrong in that. I thought Katie Taylor was gonna show her show her level, but Chantel should have won. It was the right win. You know what I'm saying? It was the right win. It was the right win. She stuck to her game plan. She boxed. She stayed on top of Katie Taylor and really didn't let her have her moments. For real, she controlled her with the jab and all that. So shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. But Katie Taylor she still was tough. She still was being Katie, but it just wasn't enough. But shout out to her. Let's get on Devin and Vasily, man. Look, I understand if you feel like Lomachenko won. I get it. It was close to call. It was close to call. I can understand if you say it was a draw. But you can't be mad that they gave Devin the win. I just don't feel like you should be mad that they gave Devin the win. And for people who saying it's a robbery, come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that. If you feel it was a robbery, then it wasn't a close fight. Robberies or it's a clear winner. You can't say Vasily Lomachenko won clearly. You can't say Devin won clearly. It was a close fight. To me personally, Vasily Lomachenko dropped the ball on that 12th round, man. He felt like he had it in the bag when he did it. The same thing he did with Teofimo. He let Devin control the early rounds. He let him control the early rounds. Now, I was wrong. I thought Devin would stick to the outside and just control it the same way he did Kambosos. I know Vasily more of a he's a different level than Kambosos, so he was gonna make it a tough fight. But I just didn't think Vasily would get around that jab, which at times he did, but at times he didn't know neither. Like Devin was controlling with that jab, but he got away Devin to get away from it just because he was trying to deliver that body. He was trying to work that inside too. And I see the game plan that he was doing. His game plan wasn't to stick on the outside. It wasn't. He was actually just trying to break him down. But it did. It looked sloppy with a person trying to break a person like Vasily Lomachenko down, who is actually better in the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's his bread and butter. That inside, that's his bread and butter. That mid-range to inside is his bread and butter. So trying to actually have a game plan to nullify that, yeah, it made it look ugly. And then, Devin wasn't getting his head off the line. He was catching him with the left hand. Yeah, man, it didn't look good. But to be honest with you, the first half, bro, you can't sit here and tell me that Vasily won those clearly. You can't. In a lot of those rounds, he was trying to steal it at the end. Me personally, I don't care if you trying to steal it at the end. You give off a couple flurries in a round and think you supposed to win when this dude been hitting you in the body. I mean, flush shots. He jabbed you. He pull counting you. He hitting you with straight right hands. Yeah, Lomachenko will catch him with a jab or two, but Devin will always give it back. People can say what they want, man. They gonna dismiss what everything Devin did. That's why a lot of people saying it was a robbery. They gonna dismiss everything Devin did. Everybody was after the push. It was like uh pushes been people pushing people. It's been a part of boxing. Now all of a sudden Devin does it, which he's done it before. Devin does it. Oh, it's out of character. But really, what it was, everybody didn't want Vasily Lomachenko getting pushed. They ain't never seen that. You know what I'm saying? So it put a lot of distaste in this file in people's mouths. So you heard a whole crowd going for Loma, which I'm glad Devin playing the villain. I'm glad. They already don't like you. Might as well be a villain and then go and learn and put on a performance like that. But I'm a fan of Devin. It wasn't the greatest performance. I'm not finna say that, but I felt he edged it. I had him winning like round 1. I gave him round 2. I gave Loma 3. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I gave Devin. I gave Devin round 1 and 2, 4, 5, 6. It was either 7 or I gave him 8. One of those. And then Loma won, and I gave him round 12. Loma won 3, either 7, 8, or he probably won 8. He probably won 8, 9, 10, and most definitely he won 11. He won 9, 10, and 11 straight. I think he won 7 or 8. I don't know. I gotta watch it again on which person I gave. Yeah, from 1 to 8 was all swing rounds. So it's basically like whoever you liked in that round. I ain't mad if whoever you gave it to. Like I say, if you got Vasily Lomachenko edging it out, hey, I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that. It was a close fight. It wouldn't have been no robbery if Vasily Lomachenko won. Edged it out. It was a close fight. If it was a draw, you know. But I feel like Vasily Lomachenko, he dropped the ball on that 12th. I think he felt like he had it in a bag. You can't go by what the crowd saying. Because a lot of those shots he was missing. Yeah. You see, everybody was so enamored by the shots that you saw Devin getting hit with, and everybody really stuck on 10 and 11. I was talking to people. Everybody was stuck on 10 and 11. They forgot all about 1 through 8. Everybody was stuck on 10 and 11, so everybody felt like, those was the two clear rounds, so they giving it to Lomachenko, period. Well, you can't forget, it's a whole fight. It wasn't just those 2 rounds. It's a whole fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole fight being had. You gotta watch the whole fight. You gotta remember the whole fight. You just can't. It was so back and forth, and then you see, Loma start taking off. 9, 10, 11. I'm like, oh man, this 12th round, if Loma win this 12th round, Loma win in my book. He took it off. Devin started doing what he did in the first round, the early rounds, controlling him with the jab. Every time he'd take an angle, he'd make him take a body punch with him. Take that with you. He was closing the gap. Every time he knew Vasily was turning, he'd turn with him, but take that body punch with you, because Vasily he doesn't block body punches. He don't do nothing about the body punches. So it's like it's free game there. It's free game there, which was a good it was a good game plan for Devin. It just didn't look good, and then Vasily Lomachenko figured out what Devin was doing, and that was the first time Devin couldn't really adjust. And I think Bill Haney kind of dropped the ball too, because he really wasn't telling them the right thing. You know what I'm saying? All he kept telling them was slipping, trying to duck. That wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? He got your timing. He know what you doing. You know. But all in all, man, it wasn't a robbery. I don't like when people say that it's not a robbery. A robbery is you know it was a clear winner. You can't 10 and 11 was clear clear for Loma for those 2 rounds. That don't win him the fight. It was still 10 other rounds that he had to win for it to be clear. It was too much back and forth. Now if you got Loma winning, edging it out, I'm with you. I got you. I understand. But you can't be mad if they swung it Devin way. Now the 116, 112, that's just doing too much. That's doing too much. Come on, man. 116, 112. And then I think that was Dave Moretti. He gave Loma he gave Devin the 10th round when everybody in the world know that Devin lost that round. I'm a Devin fan. He lost that round. He lost that round clearly. And 11. I'm like, oh man, if he lose 12, it's over. It's over. But I feel like once again, Loma dropped the ball like with Teofimo. 12th round, he didn't look like he was finna get stopped. You know, he dropped the ball on the 12th round. Once he gained that momentum, it's like he feel like he got it in the bag. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was too much back and forth, man. People just so enamored by those headshots, they forgot about what Devin was giving headshots. Look at Loma face. But he also was breaking down that body. Man. Don't forget the body work. It's like, I say the most disrespected punch is the jab, but damn, it's looking like it's body punches. Like, it's just, like, that didn't get accounted for to people's mind. But I feel like people didn't like Devin. People didn't like Devin at all. So, they, you know, and a lot of people who was going for Devin and jump ship, they just really saw that Devin game plan was, what he was trying to do was, you know, it didn't look good. It didn't look flawless. Everybody had in their mind that Devin was going to look flawless in her. Me too. But I understand that, you know, Vasily is, he one of those elites, bro. He elite level, which I thought he was going to dominate Vasily. Vasily showed that, hey, he most definitely got an IQ. You can't forget that. He most definitely got an IQ. So I salute that man for that. Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad if it swung his way. I couldn't be mad if it swung his way. I couldn't be mad if he swung his way. But I felt he dropped the ball. He dropped the ball on that 12th round, bro. And in my book, if he get that 12th round, he most definitely deserved to win. Or it's a draw. It's a draw. But he dropped that 12th round. He left it open. He left it open. Luke, dropping the ball on that 12th round, yeah, it made it clear for me. Like, but it's still in all, dropping that ball. If you still feel like Vasily should have won, hey, I'm not mad at it. It was too many swing rounds. However you felt them swing rounds went, that's you. That's you, but you cannot call this a robbery. You can't be mad that Devin won. Stop that. Stop that, man. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Leave a comment. Leave a like, man. Subscribe to the channel if you feel. Check out my shorts if you into working out. Like I said every video, if you view for 15 seconds or you get all the way through, I appreciate it. But to all my subscribers, man, it's all love. Ryan Anthony, I'm